In this lesson, I want to talk about your options here in Datasheet view. This is the view where you do the actual data entry, and it's been designed by someone to look this way. But I want you to know that you can change the order of things if you wanted to here. So we've got company name first, and we actually can't even see the name of this field. So much like in Excel, if you double click here between the columns, you should get a double arrow. I'm just going to hit cancel here because I didn't get my double arrow. So there's my double arrow. If I double click, it will adjust to make that column as wide as it needs to be. Or if you want, you can click and drag to adjust, depending which you prefer. I've always liked double click because it makes it only as wide as it needs to be without having to guess. But it also makes it not only as wide as the title needs to be, but as wide as whatever's in the data. So sometimes your data might be a little too long, especially if you have a memo field that would be ridiculously wide. So you might be better off sometimes just clicking and dragging. So it really depends on the case. I'm having a tough time clicking on the right things here because I'm running video at the same time. So that's how you can resize, but you can also move the column. So if I want contact last to be in front of contact first, I can select it and then simply click and drag it over. Regardless of what was done in design view, for now, I've temporarily changed the order, and that doesn't mess up your table, it doesn't mess up your data, it just changes the way you see things. So you're not necessarily stuck with the way this thing was designed, not by any means. And depending on what it is you're trying to do, you could be sorting through information or filtering. This may come in very handy at some point. So that's the first thing you need to know. You can also hide some of these. So if you don't find it necessary to know, let's say that you were only looking for certain job positions and you didn't really care about where they lived, you could right click and hide any number of fields. And you could hide one at a time, and that's okay. But in Access, I've always preferred unhide. Unhide gives you this. I love this. So from here, I can manually hide with one quick, easy step the things that I don't want to see. So I actually prefer unhide in Access to hide. So I don't need their contact title. Well, maybe. I don't need their phone number. I don't need their extension or fax number or email. I just want to know which company they're in and what their contact title is, let's say. And then I can hit close, right? And I'll only see that. And when I want to bring any or all of it back, I can just right click, and I'm looking for unhide fields again, and I can just manually select what it is I want to see or not see. So unhide, much better feature than hide. Very nice. You can also, much like Microsoft Excel, you can freeze columns. So if you're working with the company name and you want to get right to the company title, you can freeze a bunch of things if you wanted to. So you would simply, I believe you can select several columns at a time. So I'm going to try and just select these. And I'm going to right click, and what I'm looking to do is freeze. And now, as I scroll over, it froze there. And if you want to unfreeze, I believe you can right click anywhere and unfreeze all fields. So probably a better example would have been if I froze here. And now as I scroll over, I can continue to see the last name and then scroll through the entire table that way. And then unfreeze. So those are just some of the fast, easy options when you're working in this view, in Datasheet view, things that you can do to just adjust how you see things.